Hey guys, what's up? It's me, mjfangirl, and today I want to talk to you guys about what it was like for me to be a Michael Jackson fan in high school. I know that the Michael Jackson fandom is ever changing and ever evolving, but one thing remains true. A lot of people become fans as kids, and that has not changed even though Michael Jackson is not here anymore. I know that there are some fans that are in high school now that may have different experiences than some of us who are a little bit older. So I wanted to share my personal story of what it was like being a Michael Jackson fan in high school. If you want to hear more about my story, stay tuned. You are now watching MJ Fangirl TV.
Girl, you got to touch the sky, you
Alright, before we get started, if you're new to this channel, my name is MJ Fangirl and I make videos about being a Michael Jackson fan, my personal experiences in this fandom, and some cool things that Michael Jackson accomplished or experienced in his life that a lot of people don't talk about. So if you're interested in any of that, definitely consider subscribing to my channel. High school is really the time I feel like a lot of people find themselves or are beginning to find themselves. For me, I was a very big fan of Michael and I was a very big fan of the Jacksons, I should say, in middle school. I had photos of the Jackson 5 up in my locker when I was in like 6th and 7th grade. It was pretty intense. When everybody else had pictures of the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and stuff up, I had pictures of Michael and his brothers. And you know, I was fine back then, but when I got to high school, I became much more interested and involved in Michael as a solo artist and much more invested in learning about him. One of the things that I should mention is that in my high school, I went to a specialized high school here in New York City, and it was very, very challenging at some points. There was a lot of competition, and it was a stressful place to be. My high school was one of those that was set to really prepare you for college, and it did an amazing job, and I'm still grateful that I got a chance to go to that high school. But at the same time, it was hard because there was a lot of pressure, there was a lot of work, and I went to school with a lot of nerds, you know. They weren't really like the cool kids, the jocks and all that stuff. It was just a lot of nerds, for lack of a better term. And I was no different. I was definitely someone that was into the performing arts and all that, but everybody knew me as the Michael Jackson fan in high school, which was great for a while. I used to perform in talent shows and at variety shows and all of that, and people were very, very understanding and very nice about that. Until 2003. Really 2004, which was my senior year of high school. Now during my senior year of high school, it fell in line with the trial. Some of you guys may know this already. I'm not going to get into it because I really don't want to talk about things like that on my channel at all. But the trial was a trying time, of course, for Michael Jackson and his whole family and all that. And as a fan, to just watch that and watch him go through those allegations and watch him go through that process, it was difficult. It was difficult to deal with it because Michael was on the cover of so many magazines, and I think I have some photos that I can insert here. He was on the cover of magazines and newspapers, and I saved so many of those, and I was reading up. I remember having lunchtime, and I would go in the library during my lunch period, and just so I can go on MJJ Community, which was back then it was MJJ Forum, just so I could read what was happening in the trial every day, and so I could see the new pictures and stuff. I used to really love and look forward to looking at Michael in those photos of, you know, him arriving at trial with his different suits and stuff on. And not that I'm trying to make light of the situation, because it was a very, very sad time, but I still looked forward to seeing Michael every day, pretty much, almost every day of the week. I was seeing him in a new outfit and just reading up on what was happening. And I definitely was the target of some bullying in high school because people were like, why are you like Michael Jackson? He's a this, he's a that. And it was hard. I remember there were times when I would have to come to school and be like, man, I don't know what people are gonna say today or whatever. But I had a lot of fan friends online at that time and in real life that I had met off of MJJ Forum, and they were a great support system. It was super, super fun. I never was the target of anything that was too hateful or anything that was physical or anything like that. You know, people would just make jokes or whatever, but I remember loving the song Keep the Faith at that time. That was one of the songs that really got me through that time. And another thing that got me through that time was expressing myself through art. And during my senior year of high school, it was the first time that I ever really went all out and started to make my own Michael Jackson merchandise. And I'm going to show you the first Michael Jackson shirt that I made. So during this time, I really wanted to be super into showing who I was. You know, everybody wears band t-shirts and stuff, but for me, I was 17, you know, where am I going to get the money to get real Michael Jackson, you know, shirts from, and eBay and stuff. It was tough to get that stuff. So I started making t-shirts, and of course, since I started loving the Jackson 5, my first shirt was this. This is a Gap t-shirt, you can see here. And this is a photo of all the Jackson brothers. Let me throw that up there for you guys. And the back had a picture of Michael and lyrics from the ABC song. And you can see it's so funny because it's like you can see that this is like a transfer. I also made a shirt of Michael, and it was a picture of Michael from the bad era, and it said innocent until proven. So I was really into showing my love for him at that time. I also had a binder like everyone does in high school, right? There's a lot of my stuff inside, but I made this binder and I just cut it out from different pictures that I loved of Michael Jackson, and I wrote here, but they told me a man should be faithful. I don't know why I'm reading it like that. You guys know how the song goes. But they told me a man should be faithful, and what we're not able, da 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 da, and fight till the end, but I'm only human. Anyway, so you guys know that's from Will You Be There, you know, and I have this little cutout, and I'm not sure which album this is from. One of you guys that are really good with that, please leave me a comment below. This just says, lots of love and humility to my fans throughout the world. Your unquestionable support has been my strength over the past year. I may be the captain of my faith, but you provided strength for my soul. And I saw that and I just was like, all right, I gotta put this up there. Because, you know, for me, Michael Jackson was a hero for so much of my life, and the last thing I wanted was to see my hero get taken away from me, selfishly. And the last thing, of course, you know, I would have wanted was for Michael's life to be ruined by something that that didn't need to have been. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. That's one of the ways that I got through. And another way was drawing. I'm going to show you guys something. So most of you guys know that this is like one of my favorite photos of Michael Jackson. Well, maybe you guys don't know. Now you know. This is one of my favorite photos of Michael Jackson. This is actually from my high school locker. Yes, I saved a bunch of stuff from my high school days. And I took that photo and I tried to draw it. I told you guys I was into like the arts and all that stuff. I wasn't very successful at it. As you can see, I tried my best. But yeah, this is like a drawing that I made in high school. I think I did an okay job. What do y'all think? Are any of you guys good at art? Because I'm not. And then we had a masquerade ball for our senior dance or whatever, and this was my mask. And I feel like maybe I wasn't really completely understanding the fact that I would have needed to see through this. So I just wanted to share with you guys some of that stuff. I don't know what it was, but something told me, you know, back to school is starting, and I know that a lot of people that follow me, especially on Instagram, are in high school and are in the mode of like discovering things and learning new things about Michael Jackson. And I just want to let you guys know that there are so many ways that you can express your love for Michael Jackson without being too much, you know. You could wear little pins. I have an example here of like some pin buttons that I have. I also used to put like, you know, 1 or 2 small pins on my book bag. And whoever was interested in Michael would call out to me. And if not, they'd keep it moving. But definitely, you know, being a fan of Michael Jackson is one of the greatest joys of my life. It's brought me so many good times. It's introduced me to so many amazing people, and to that I'll be forever grateful. And it's taught me to be a more compassionate and a kinder human being, and that's one of the reasons why I love Michael Jackson. And I just want to let you guys know that if you're in high school and you're struggling with anything, and Michael Jackson's music or whatever is helping your way through, you know, be proud of that, you know, definitely be proud of it. I definitely, my advice to anyone that's in high school and that is dealing with any type of bullying in relation to being a Michael Jackson fan, my #1 suggestion to you guys is just not to argue with anyone. You know, it's such a waste of energy to me to focus on the negative. There are a lot of people, even in my life today, that don't love Michael Jackson the way that I do, but they respect his music, and I think anyone, you know, that's like conscious and living respects Michael Jackson for his art. And that's all you can ask for. I mean, not everyone's gonna feel the same way about everyone or about everything, and we have to be respectful of that. But I think it's super, super fun to always just share the love and share the positivity and share things. I remember after Michael Jackson passed away, there was one person that really, really was on top of me during the trial and just was very mean about my love for Michael. And again, I went to a school with very minimal bullying and very minimal issues in hallways or anything like that. But this guy just really just was not, you know, he was somebody that believed everything that he saw on Fox News, basically. And after Michael died, he emailed me, and I wish that I still had this. It was like a Facebook message. It was all the way from 2009, and I wish that I had it, but he wrote to me and he said, "I'm so sorry. Now I understand. I've learned so much about Michael Jackson in the last year. Excuse me, the last week since he's passed away, and I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry for everything that I used to say to you in high school, and now I understand why you loved Michael Jackson. He was really, really a great person." So, hey, what's done in the darkness will come to light. What is light will also come to light, and people will learn about it. People will understand it. And yeah, I wanted to throw that in there because I know I've received a few comments from people that are wondering how to handle negativity when it comes to Michael, and I thought it would fit really great into this video. But anyway, so that's my experience in being a fan of Michael Jackson in high school. Now, in terms of what music that I used to listen to, I used to listen to mostly the Dangerous album. I listened to a lot of Jackson's stuff, a lot of the Destiny album, because it really, really was speaking to my energy at that time. And yeah, that's just what I did, and I think that it's awesome for those of you guys that are just, you know, exploring and learning more about Michael Jackson now. Don't worry about it. It's never too late. I think it's amazing that Michael continues to make fans of all ages, and people come together all over the world. I'm just so inspired by it. And yeah, I hope you guys stay tuned to my channel, because I hope to make some videos and some content for those of you that are new to Michael Jackson, and also for those of you that are longtime OG fans. There's going to be a little something for everyone. So definitely leave me a comment below. What is your experience like being a Michael Jackson fan in high school? I know that all of us at some point have experienced this if we became fans in high school, or were fans before high school, or during whatever. So leave me a comment below. What was your experience like? And I'll talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a thumbs up if you like these story time videos. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Never go, never go, never go, never go, never go.